Shri Rajiv Jain to give a welcome address.
Very good morning to all the dignitaries present here. In the august presence of Honorable Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas and Housing and Urban Affairs, Shri Hardeep Singh Puri sir, we have all gathered here for the contract signing ceremony of OALP bid round 8 and SCBM 2022 and launch of OALP bid round 9. In today's event, the government is awarding 10 blocks having total area of 34,365 square kilometers to the exploration acreage under OALP 8th bid round. Government is also awarding 3 CBM blocks under special coal bed methane round 2022. To increase the exploration and development activity in the country, OALP 9 Open Acreage Licensing Program bid round shall also be launched by Honorable Minister. Without further ado, I'll call upon DGH, Dr. Pallavi Jain Govil, to give her initial remarks. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good morning to all the dignitaries present here today at the contract signing event of the OALP bid round 8 and the special coal bed methane 2022, as well as launch of the bid round 9. As Mr. Rajiv Jain just remarked that today we first at the outset, it's my pleasure, my privilege to first welcome our Honorable Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas and Housing and Urban Affairs, Shri Hardeep Singh Puri ji. And I also welcome Shri Pankaj Jain, Secretary Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Shri Sunil Kumar, Joint Secretary Exploration and Biorefinery, and all the other senior officials from Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, and officials and from the awardees and whose active support has been instrumental in the successful execution of the bidding rounds. Finally, I also welcome all the media representatives who are gathered here today to cover this event. Thank you so much. Under the OALP 8 bid rounds, just to underline what Mr. Jain remarked, we are awarding 10 more blocks today and adding 34,365 square kilometers to the exploration acreages. These blocks are spread over 9 sedimentary basins, and of these 32,118 square kilometers are offshore and 2,247 square kilometers are onshore. Under the special coal bed methane 2022 round, a total of 6 bids were received in 3 contract areas. And the blocks now we are going to be awarding today are in Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, 3 new blocks. And furthermore, Honorable Minister, it's a privilege that he'll be launching the 9th round today. And in this round, we would be offering 28 blocks tentatively covering an area of 136,597 square kilometers. There'll be 9 on-land blocks in this, 8 shallow water and 11 ultra-deep water blocks being offered in the new rounds. Now, I'm sure that the exploration and production majors would participate in the upcoming bids in a big way. We are very hopeful and encouraged by the response so far. And on the part of DGH, I would like to assure investors of all the support and facilitation that we can extend to you, and for the smooth E&P operations. Thank you so much for your presence today. Thank you, sir.
So much, ma'am. May I now request address by Secretary Petroleum and Natural Gas, Shri Pankaj Jain.
Very good morning to all of you, and greetings on the new year. So much has already been said about what has been done. I just had a few points to add to this. So this round 8 is important because the contracts incorporate a lot of changes in the MRSCs which have happened in the recent past, and this is the first round in which the impact of these changes, and these changes were actually based on feedback which we received from industry. So we are very confident that most of the niggling points that which were there have been resolved through this, which also sets us up very well for round 9, which actually is going to be much, much bigger than round 8. And many of you have participated in the EOIs preceding round 9. And I think the timing is also ideal, so that in the next 4 to 5 months, as and when the new government takes charge, we would be in a position to actually award round 9 blocks as well. So this is actually preparatory work, so that we are making sure that everything is ready. And round 10 is also currently open, in the sense of EOIs are currently open for round 10, and which again, between round 9 and round 10, the entire no-go areas represent a huge opportunity, and we have seen this in terms of the interest we have got through the EOIs. but what it also means is that we are seeing greater clarity in terms of plans and prospects of a lot of oil companies in terms of what they do, and we see a much more excitement and enthusiasm around taking on challenging geologies. We are quite confident that with the prospectivity improving, with data with additional data coming in, and the fact that people are coming us to tweak areas around EOI blocks which they have submitted, that is giving us the confidence that things are falling in place, and the closure of achieving a target of 5 lakh square kilometers being awarded. We are very confident that this year we will be able to finish it. Although our target was 2025, we will definitely be finishing it 1 year in advance. And I'm very grateful to all of you who have been participating in this one, who, in spite of all the initial teething troubles, are actually producing so much, both in the OLP as well in CBM. CBM also has now got well established as a way of producing gas, and we are all fortunate that demand is not an issue for us. So whatever gas you're producing will get consumed. Whatever crude you're producing is getting consumed. So we are in a good position, and we're quite confident that in partnership we can do much more. So I'm grateful to the Minister for joining today, and for blessing us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for showing us a very exciting journey ahead. We will now start the process of signing an exchange of the contracts between the parties. May I now request the representatives to come one by one and exchange the contract with the Joint Secretary, Sri Sunil Kumar. I will request him to come forward. The representative from ONGC Limited, please. ONGC has been awarded 7 blocks, as you see on the screen, out of 10 blocks, comprising an area of 30,342 square kilometers. Thank you, ma'am. May we now request the representative from Oil India Limited, which has been awarded 1 block of 2,057 square kilometers.
Do that.
Representatives from RIL and BP Consortium, which has been awarded ultra deep water block of 1,200 square kilometers. Representatives from Sun Petrochemicals Private Limited, which is an emerging oil and gas company in India and has both production as well as exploration portfolios. They have been awarded 1 block of 765 square kilometers. Representatives from Oilmax Energy Private Limited, which has been awarded 1 CBM block in Chhattisgarh. Representatives from Transcontinental Natural Resources, which is a US-based company with expertise in shale gas, which is a form of a natural gas, mostly methane, found underground in shale rocks. And we are happy to have seen foreign investments coming into CPM in India. Thank you so much, sir, and many congratulations to all the awardees. With this, we'll now request Honorable Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas and Housing and Urban Affairs, Minister Hardeep Singh Puri ji, for his address.
Since you've already been welcomed by DG PIB, DG Hydrocarbons, and Secretary, Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, so I shall just endorse that warm welcome to all of you. I think that from my point of view, we have got off in the new year on a very auspicious start. I've had the privilege of being associated with the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas now for, I think, 2.5 years. And I can tell you, without fear or risk of contradiction, that for me personally, the E&P, or the exploration and production part of the work, is the most important and the most satisfying. And I can also tell you that we are beginning to see the results of the efforts that we have made in recent years. But before I come to the E&P part, let me say that E&P is not only an integral part of this overall PNG ecosystem, but if E&P does not do well, and in spite of having all the successes elsewhere, in terms of the green transitioning, in terms of the, availability, affordability, part of the trilemma, but our reliance or dependence, I choose my words carefully, dependence more than reliance, but dependence on imports continues to increase. And yet, what we are seeing is that E&P is beginning to do well, and I'm very happy to find that the steps that the government has taken over the last 2 years, one is the opening up of a large segment of what is called the no-go area. As you know, we've got 3.5 million square kilometers of sedimentary basin. The government's decision to open up 1 square kilometer of that, and bids are now being awarded there, bids have been awarded, and all the information I have, the initial feedback that I'm receiving looks very promising. And I think that should serve both as a reaffirmation that what we've done, which was long overdue, was the right step to do. It's not that earlier governments didn't want to do it. What happened is that in the normal style of functioning, every government department which is mandated under the rules of business to safeguard its own turf tries to assert that turf, not looking at what the overall impact is. So I'm very happy that the efforts that we had made, Secretary took the lead, that we were able to reach out to the other government departments, those who are, involved with the areas of maritime security, etc. And at the political level, thanks to the decisive and visionary upfront decision-making of the Honorable Prime Minister, we got 1 million square kilometers of it. And now the bids have been awarded there, and I can see the results. So I think that is a very good start that we've done. Then on the data front also, a lot of very useful work has been done. I am personally aware that most of the major operators globally, and it's no secret that if you look at the global traditional energy scenario, there are 4 or 5 major operators. All of them have interest in India. All of them have been showing interest. They have been tying up with our Indian companies, etc. And you are beginning to see the results of that. Now, what is going to be the impact of the awards today and what we are going to announce going forward in that? I think you will see a major shift. So I think it's a very auspicious start to the new year. As I mentioned, out of that 3.5 square kilometers of sedimentary area, only 10% of that sedimentary basin area is under active exploration. However, with all these initiatives, more areas will come under exploration, and that I think after award of blocks under forthcoming OALP 9 and 10 bid rounds, about 560,000 square kilometers, that is 16%, will come under exploration by the end of 2024. It's a big jump. I mean, kahan 10% or kahan 16%, and all this decision was taken, what, 1 year ago or so? And we have already acted on it. And I think what is, for me, personally very satisfying is not just a decision taken. The decision has been taken, then the action which is required within that decision framework is actually being implemented, and you're beginning to see the result. So I extend a very warm welcome to all of you, and I'm sure with this auspicious beginning, all of you, both from the government side, my colleagues, the OMCs, the private sector operators, I can assure you that in the coming year and the years ahead, Mr. Jain on my right, I better be careful, I have two other Jains on this side also. So Mr. Jain on my right said, when the new government takes over, I just want to assure you that when the new government takes over, yes, but it will be our government. So I just wanted to let that go, and lest there be any thing. There is total policy continuity, and we will use the work done to enhance and increase ENP. Apart from the other successes, when I'm having a press conference after that, so I'll save my overall comments on that. But congratulations to all the awardees. Thank you very much for showing interest. And all I can tell you from my side, you will not be disappointed. In fact, with your effort and the policy tweaking, and also to assure you that we stand ready wherever there is. We've done a large number of things. We have, I'll say those in the press conference. We've gone to production, to revenue sharing agreements. We are on the lookout to further incentivize. I mean incentivize not in terms of payments, but to make it worthwhile for our collaborators from the private sector and elsewhere, from within India and outside, to come and participate in this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. This is very reassuring. If we may just request you now to launch the OALP.
किस पे करेंगे, कौन सी screen?
There is a report in front of you. Can we have a round of applause, please? With that, we come to an end. Thank you so much, now again, all of you for joining this. Thank you to all the government, senior government officials, and thank you to the Honorable Minister again for sparing time. On behalf of DGH and on behalf of Ernst & Young, I'm Abhishek Gupta signing off. Thank you so much for your time. We'll now stay for the media briefing with the Honorable Minister. Thank you.
Thank you. We can go and have another cup of coffee inside. Or you meet a few people.